I first met Phil actually in a client relationship. I inherited him as a bank customer.
We were both members of the Colorado Springs JCs, which was then called the Junior Chamber of Commerce.
Actually, probably Ann was my first friend here in Colorado Springs, other than my neighbors.
In some ways, I felt like I've known Ann my whole life growing up in Colorado Springs and in this industry. But professionally, I've known her for over 15 years when I joined the board of the Colorado Springs Auto Dealers Association. I think Ann believes that good policy can make a real impact on our community, and I've seen her be so successful with that over the years.
Phil has had a lifelong business impact on the community, and it goes beyond just his car dealerships.
I think I'm most inspired by my parents' ability to continue to run a business, the longevity of Phil Winslow Motors. I think that speaks volumes of their commitment to the business.
Well, they're definitely passionate about their family, first. 3 boys, I can't even count how many grandkids, but it's like definitely passionate about family. Growing up, we were always very tight. So it's family first, but then maybe a close second would be football.
We both had season tickets at CU football. And Phil said, "I want your tickets." I said, "Well, let me see what I can do, Phil." Phil was at my office every morning. "Have the tickets transferred yet?" And I'd kid him about it. My God, he was at my office before I was some mornings.
When Dorothy and I go to a Bronco football game with the Winslows, Ann drives and Phil navigates. And we seldom take the most direct route, but we always take the fastest route and get there in record time.
My mother is actually the car guy, not my dad. Having grown up in Texas, and my mother tells stories about they would sit on a tree branch and they'd listen to the cars go by, and she was the best at naming what car that was.
I'm not a car guy. I like the business. And I started in service, and I was taught right off the bat that the key to an automobile dealership was the service and parts department.
It was always very funny that this dealership owner since age 26 was, don't take this wrong, Phil, was probably the worst driver I've ever been around.
If you try to get in between the lines in a parking place, he's on the diagonal.
From what I understand, Ann's passion for automobiles may have led her to drive a little bit too fast in Colorado Springs, but I'll let the other people tell those stories.
She gets up, spends a full day, whether it's a dealership or volunteering or helping out, doing whatever she needs to do.
My first impression of her is that she knew how to get things done, whether it was corralling a group of dealers to have a common cause to work towards, or involving other politicians in some of the causes that we were passionate about.
What's amazing about her is obviously she still has those traits, which are wonderful traits, but the way she imparts them on people is not intimidating, it's inspiring.
Phil is a man of impeccable honesty and integrity, and I highly regard him for that, and his wife as well.
Ann is a class act in everything she does, and when you're around her, the level of expectations you have of yourself go up.
One of the things that's always been important to my parents and to our family is to give back to the community. So don't just simply be participants, but be actively contributing to whatever we do. And that's not just something that Anya and I think about, but definitely my parents have lived for many decades here in Colorado Springs.
The longevity of the business is a testament to both my parents and their commitment to Colorado Springs.
Really just being the epitome of humanists. They really want to see everyone, whether they work for them, whether they're friends of friends, children of friends, they really just want to see everyone succeed.
He and Ann have both been very active in the Car Dealers Association, in business lobbying for the city.
And I've watched her as a volunteer with things like the Fine Arts Center and the Junior League and the Debutante Ball and YMCA, lots of different organizations.
I think Ann's legacy will be known for bringing people together to achieve a common goal.
I think Phil's legacy will be loyalty and commitment to the people that are close to him, family, friends, business associates.
Their willingness to give their time and energy. I know I mentioned a minute ago about giving money and funds being one thing, but the ability and the willingness to put forth effort, not just direct, but getting your hands dirty, that incentivizes people, that motivates people.
If Ann were sitting here in front of me today, I'd say, Ann, this is an award that you've deserved for a long time. I'm very proud of your accomplishment.
Phil, you totally deserve it. You've given so much to this community. I'm glad that you're getting something back.
I think it's well-deserved on both their parts. It's wonderful to see people who are a part of the business community but continue to give back to the community in other ways.
I'd say, Phil, congratulations. What's next?
Oh, I think she's earned it. Probably one of the main reasons we're receiving this award is her work. It's been in the community.
I would say well-deserved. Phil, congratulations.